Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 28 of Omnifactory. And here I am in my fission reactor area. I figured out the rendering glitch that was happening with these things when I had the shaders on the internal shaders. These were all like really weird and gross. So I turned the internal shaders off on Optifine and they look still not exactly right, but at least they look like you could tell what they are. So I've done a bunch of stuff getting all of these things in place. I use mechanical crafters to craft everything up. The biggest issue is, well, it's not really an issue, I guess, but the biggest thing is these tiny clumps can only be made into the bigger clumps in a crafting bench. I suppose I could fluid extract it and then fluid solidify it. Can I? No. Even that doesn't work, right? It turns it into one of these. So yeah, that means I have to use auto crafters or mechanical craft. What does it call it? Auto crafter in the GUI, but it calls it mechanical crafter up there. I don't know. So yeah, I have thorium and I have uranium-238 coming in. So we've got plenty of raw materials going on. I think, let me see, how much have we got? Uranium. So uranium-238, I got 137. I do have my micro miner, my vertical digger is at the moment out there. Yeah, see, it's out there collecting up. Where does that go in? I think it goes into these ones. Yeah, so I have it going out and picking up more ore. So we've got plenty of uranium ore coming in. The thorium is actually, there's heaps of thorium still. I don't know why I have so much. It seems to come from something. It must be like the byproduct of something. But basically what happens is we use the thermal centrifuge to turn it into the nuclear craft thingies. So if you put that in a thermal centrifuge, you get 238 and a tiny clump of 235. And then basically everything extracts on brown. So this whole area there, and there, they're all on a big conduit network, all under the ground here, and then everything is hooked up to insert on brown and extract on brown. And I just have these item filters making sure things go in the right spot. So it's not the most efficient network. It's like this, yeah. Like I said, it's a massive network of conduits that go all over the place. So I have conduits going up to here, going into the reactor. I have conduits going over to these two walls here. So this wall has, these all have conduits on brown. They're all joined together. How come I, oh, is that one there? And this one, same thing, right? Everything going in brown and extracting on brown, and they're all joined up together. So they all, everything is constantly being made. And then these mechanical crafters, which make the fuel blocks, they'll sit in their output until this guy is empty. So at the moment he's processing some actually at the moment he's processing a TBU, and then he'll process this LEN236 once that's finished. Yep, so the depleted one will come over to this guy here, the centrifuge, where he'll get centrifuged into the outputs, and then they'll all get fed into the various crafters to go on to the next stage. So at the moment, this is the final stage, Californium. I have a little bit of it, not too much, but hopefully over time that will grow and we'll get more and more of it. I did end up moving this thing forward 2 blocks. It was a little bit close to the wall, so having these here, it's much better with a little bit of extra space. I also extended this path. It just goes to here, and this is where we can extend things into the future. And I also put, what did I put? This path down here, and then we can go through here and here. There's a little window that we can put here, and then it comes out into the factory area. So this is where that path will, it'll be a big loop. So you'll go around, and then you can come back here. Yeah, so some other things I've been doing over here, I have set up this little area to make phosphoric acid. Before we were making phosphoric acid just using taking both phosphor dust and phosphorus dust and taking the apatite So if you take apatite, there's two ways to get from apatite to phosphorus, and we were doing it the inefficient way before. We were doing it with, how were we doing it? Wait, no. We were doing it in the electrolyzer. Yeah, so if you put apatite in an electrolyzer, you get 9 pieces of apatite, gives you 3 pieces of phosphate, and then phosphate you can put in an electrolyzer to get phosphorus, and then you put that in the chemical reactor to get phosphoric acid. But there's a way more efficient one in a chemical reactor. 1 piece of apatite, 5,000 millibuckets of sulfuric acid and a bit of water, and gives you 3 phosphoric acid. So now it's like 1 apatite for 3 of those, and we have heaps of apatite now. This was being used to make luminescence, which itself is used to make lumium, plus some of the other, the extended crafting ingredients take it. So I now have this thing hooked up to, oh, so hang on, I'll show you this first. I have this thing, this is like just a 3x3 capacitor bank with a bit of buffer so that I can, you know, basically this is a monitoring station for what's going on over here. So I can see how much power is being used by these machines. At the moment, none, because they're all turned off. And same with over here. I have another 3x3 monitoring the power usage. So it's only using 400 RF per tick over here. I don't know which one it is, but it doesn't really matter. It's basically a way for me to monitor what's going on. And this was the path before, right? So up here, I made a second one because when I had the lumium and the, what's the other one? Signalum running at the same time, plus my base and everything, one wasn't enough. So now I have 2. And you can see when everything is basically idle, but it's still using 18,000 RF a tick. Mostly that's the ME system and all of the power that it uses, plus a couple of machines are still running down here. There was, 500 RF being used there, and some of these are always running, I think. I can't remember which ones. Some of them are always running. There's bits and pieces that get used all the time. Yeah, see, this one is still going. What does this do? Centrifuging and stone dust. Oh, it gives us lots of platinum and helium. How much platinum do we have? 5,000. Heaps. Maybe I should stop that once we have enough. Doesn't matter. Yeah. So what else have I been doing? Oh, I've also been doing some random quests. So these random quests, I made these 2 thingies here, even though I'm not using them yet. And I made some compacting drawers, and that's enough to finish off this whole set. I also finished off this whole set. Oh wait, I thought I made battery buffers. But this one is never going to be finished because this is what do you call that? A repeatable quest. So I'll never get the green check mark on this unless I can do that, claim it, and then I get like an hour where I'll have the green check mark there. I also finished off all of these. These are things that I'll probably never use again. I just made these for the quest. But the flux capacitors are way better than the HV power storage and the MV ones and all that. Maybe in the future, some of the more high powered batteries from Greg Tech are more powerful, but not these ones. So that's the first 2 completely done. The third one is almost completely done. I made the rod of return, which is kind of an interesting thing. So you gotta fill it up with Dew of the Void and power, and then it basically takes you back. So if I hold down right click, there, it'll teleport me to this telepad block because I've bound to it. So you can shift right click on the telepad block and it'll teleport you back to it. But you got to keep filling it up with Dew of the Void because it uses the entire thing. So I haven't figured out a good way. I could make some sort of container with Dew of the Void. I wonder if I take a tank. Anyway, it's like I could have a Dew of the Void tank like this where I fill it up a bit easier than going through here and doing it. But it's not, it's slightly useful. Like if I go off micro mining and then I want to come back to the base because I haven't got, I don't have op access anymore now that I switched to running this on a server instead of just running a single player game. and then I can come back more easily, but it's only slightly useful. What else have I been making? Oh, while I'm here, I can repair this thing. Yeah, I ended up making the elite crafting table. It wasn't too difficult. It was just a bunch of elite components basically, and aluminium, and we've got everything here. I also made the ultimate component. This one, the tricky part was uranium-235. So over at our fission reactor, we have uranium-235. So I grabbed a stack of that and made a stack of the plates. So I have, 60 left. Uranium-235. You can make the plates just by putting them in a compactor like that. That's easy enough. So yeah, I don't know if a stack of the plates will be enough, but that's how much I made. We'll see if that's enough. This is just the components around a black steel plate, so that was easy. This one I still can't make because we have the crystalline component needs osmiridium. I actually ended up making crystalline. I made a stack of it. It's not that difficult to make. So the main thing you need is these nether star nuggets. So I needed about a bit less than half a stack of nether stars. And then you convert it into nuggets just by a crafting table like that. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. What else have we got? Oh yeah, and as I showed you there, I finished all of these, the whole fission thingy. So here the quest says like, maybe you want to make, a bunch of these reactors and feed them all together and put them in a queue and stuff like that. But I think just having this one by itself is probably enough. I have this chunk loaded, so it's going to keep running even when I'm not around. And like, I don't know, it's going to be quite a while before we need to make the mote of omnium, which is so omnium is what you need all these ingredients for. If you look at it, this guy here, it takes all of these like solidified, stabilized ingredients, stabilized americium, stabilized curium, stabilized plutonium, stabilized neptunium, and these are all like, you basically just put these things in a fluid. So this, if I put this into a fluid extractor, I'd get the fluid version of it. Right, so you fluid extract it into curium, and then you put it in a fluid solidifier again, and you get stabilized curium. So yeah, that's how, oh, actually I should put that in here. This one. That's how I plan to, that's what this is for. And I figure as long as I have a decent supply of uranium and thorium going in, I'll eventually get all the bits and pieces I need to make enough omnium to get the crafting, the portable, what's it called? Creative portable tank. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. And I'll claim all those. I also made a couple of random bits and pieces. So this is, I'm not going to use that for anything. I made this. This is just a double tungsten carbide. It's easy enough. Yeah, that looks like everything. So, oh, we got a bunch of dollars. $21. How much? That'll give me 2 Airtight Seal books. Interesting. Maybe one thing I could work on is getting 2 more books. And then, I can use these things to get Omni dollars-ish. Not really. It's kind of hard. You gotta find an expensive one. Where's an expensive one? Nickels, pennies, nickels. So none of these are that expensive. But sometimes you'll get one that'll give you like a couple of quarters or something. And it's kind of worth it. If I can get two more airtight seals, then I can go to the moon without having to worry about putting on my spacesuit. I already have nickels. I think you do this, and then you can get quarters. Oh, and actually I have quite a lot of quarters. And then I think the quarters you put in the corners. Yeah, and then you get dollars. Oh, so actually now I have enough. Yeah, I can get 4 airtight seals. I'm going to put that on my armor. Hey, there we go. Then I can go to the moon without having to put on my spacesuit. So let's put you, there, and oh, needs 8. Let's grab some of this, and there. So now if I put it on, it should give me the O2. Yeah, I've got the O2 indicator, so I put oxygen, fill it up. And now I can go to the moon without putting on my spacesuit. Hey, I'm on the moon. With no spacesuit. Alright, that's convenient. I didn't know I was already able to do that. Okay, alright, so today what we're working on is going to be, we're going to get started on the LUV machine hulls. So I can already make machine hull. The IV ones. Do I have IV? I don't even have a recipe. Wait. So LUV is there. I haven't even made IV yet. Okay, let's do IV. I was getting ahead of myself there. I was thinking we were going to get up to this one today, which actually we could. So vanadium is vanadium, gallium. I have gallium. Vanadium is easy to make. It's just normal processing of vanadium magnetite. So if we just do the normal, double pulverize everything of vanadium magnetite, which vanadium magnetite was like back in the very early game. This was a very easy way of getting iron. So whenever you went to an iron vein, you'd always get this stuff, and it would be really annoying because you'd smelt it again, you get 3 iron nuggets. It's not very useful, but yeah, we can use that to make the. But anyway, we're not doing that today. We're making the IV machine hull. Where's IV? It's the first white one. What do we need? Polyethylene and tungsten. Wait. IV machine casing, tungsten steel. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. So it's this guy, this guy. This guy. Oh, but without the circuit, because we've already got that included. And then it's this guy. Do I need to make a new one? Not yet. This is the last one that I can fit into this machine here. So do we have the wires? No, what are the wires? Tungsten cables. Tungsten wire. Okay, we can put that there and get tungsten cable. And cable. Alright, so now we can make the IV machine hull. Bam, there we go. Give me the quest. Nope, not you. Okay, so that means now we can make the IV assembler. IV assembling machine, assembler 4. So, oh wait, it is actually called an assembler. The thing about GregTech, the machines all have stupid names like Advanced Assembling Machine 2, Advanced Assembling Machine 3, Advanced Assembling Machine, Basic Assembling Machine, and then they for randomly just call this Assembler 4. Why do they do that? And then it goes back to Advanced Assembling Machine 5. It makes no sense. Okay, so I think some of these we're going to have to make too. And the LUV circuits, these are super duper expensive, but we'll be getting to the next tier very soon. Okay, so let's see. There, and then what are we missing? All right, the conveyor module, the robot arms, and platinum cables. We have platinum wire. So let's get the cables going. Cable. So we need an IV one. And we need an IV circuit. And for that we'll need a motor. IV, what do we need here? 16X annealed copper wire, tungsten steel rod. Okay, I'm not sure what of that we don't have yet. Probably the annealed 16X annealed, yes. Okay, we have up to 8. There's a 16. Alrighty. Standing on this thing makes all those things pop up. It's kind of annoying. So let's see, what do we need? Can we make a robot arm yet? No, we're missing a piston. Tungsten steel. Okay, we might need to make a tungsten steel gear. Small tungsten. Yeah, we don't have the gear. So we can make one of these in an extruder. We have that recipe set up. Or, I mean, we have that extruder set up. There we go. Okay, so now we can we make a robot arm? We can. What are we missing? Oh, we need a conveyor module. The IV one. So I think the conveyor modules, we've just been using rubber sheets to do it like this, because it takes the same number of motors and cables, and I think even the same number of rubber. So let's put that in here, and are we still finished? No, okay, it's finished the robot arm. So let's see if we can make the assembler. We can. It's going to need 3 of those circuits plus 1 of those. We'll see if that actually is able to finish them. The problem with these like high tier of circuits, where would that be? Here. Is like these machines are really like dumb. The way they, like, it'll think that it can put 2 things in there, and it'll put 2 things in there, but the rest of it will just get stuck. We'll see how we go. Oh, I should have used that. I made it make another one. There. Okay, it's going. Is that the... Yeah, that's the LUV one. Okay, didn't get stuck. That's great. Now let's see how we go. Yeah, it's making the anneal copper. So I probably need to speed up this thing. This is still on an MV one. Where is it? This guy. Yeah, see, if I made this an EV one, or even an IV one now, I could make it. That'd be heaps faster. Should have finished by now though. Yeah, there we go. All right. So what we gotta do, I guess we gotta, this is actually, I remember this was easy, right? Electrum foil is easy. And then this is, we've got that, and then we'll have that. That's actually easy to make. But we need qubit processing. Okay, so there's a bit of stuff to do with this thing. This is pretty easy. Let's get an IV CEF and everything. What do we got? Lumium. Should be easy to do. Oh wait, that's the wrong circuit. I gotta say, this resource pack to make the circuits easier to distinguish is so good. It's the best thing ever. And there we go. Okay, that's the CEF. Yes. And we also need, what's the other thing that we need? Lumium. It's lumium wires, right? This is the IV loss per block 0. Yeah, this is the one. So we need to make some recipes to get 16x of that. 2, 4, oops, 8, and 16. Okay, we'll just put them in a line, that's fine. Oops, that'll do. And then we need good 6 of those-ish. I guess, well, no, I'm going to leave it like that. And then I'll put the lumium one here. Oh, wow, why can I see nighttime? Oh, it's glitched out. That looked really weird. Wait, if I break that. Okay, there, now it pops in. That's weird. Okay, so let's get some conduit stuff happening. Probably this is going to be way too much power for, definitely for this. That takes 8,000 EU and this is only 8,000 RF. So maybe I should hook this one up to my power, this one. Yeah, let's do that. We might need a bit more of that. So if I put you, I guess, straight down the middle. Then I can also hook it up to whatever machines I like. Oops, currently it's, yeah. Ah. And I guess we can also hook it up to the EV one as well, right, on the end. Oop, scary noises. Where is that? There, they're here. Okay, there we go. And do we make the CEF? I didn't make it. Is it a 16 times? No, it's a 4 times. Why did I put a 4 times CEF? This one is the one that we need. 16. I'll probably, I'll probably need the 4 times one later on anyway. There we go. So, you know, it's fine to make the 4 times one as well as the 16 times one. Eventually we'll probably need it for a blast furnace or something like that. Furnace. There we go. And then 6 of those. Okay, so, and then we can put this here. But we're not going to do anything with this just yet because we need to set up all of the other infrastructure. We need to set this thing up. This is done 480, so we can definitely do it on the HV wires. So actually, let's get this going. Why not? We'll get the boards going today, and maybe in the next episode we'll set up this, all the stuff to make qubit processing. It needs quite a lot of stuff. Arsenic. What does it need? Let's see. Qubit wafer, gallium arsenide or radon, indium gallium phosphide dust. Huh. I guess that's a good question. I guess. Wait, which one is better? This thing takes radon, but quite a lot of radon. And this is a little bit of radon, and then this thing, gallium, indium, phosphorus. So yeah, why would I want arsenic if I want to get this thing? What is the arsenic can be obtained through the electrolysis. The latter comes renewably from material 5. Wait, what if I don't want to do it with arsenic? I don't know. Anyway, this will be for next episode. I'll do a bit of research and figure out what's going on there. Today, we're going to be doing... So do I have electrum. I think I already have that being made renewably. Maybe not that much. 1958. It's hard to say. Maybe I wasn't making 2000. When I lost power the other day, like all of these machines turned on because the ME system lost power and all these things turned off. So I end up having a lot of backlog of various bits and pieces. I can't remember which one is making. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's being made renewably, so we don't need to worry about that. But what we do need to worry about is we need a cluster mill, a HP one. Do I have a HP one set up? No, I have EV but not HP. HV. So let's get a cluster mill, HV, and we also need a compressor, a HV one, yes. And we need a chemical reactor, also HV. And we need to get some buckets. We need sulfuric acid. That should be it. So let's see, do we have our, what was that thing called? Cluster mill. There we go. Okay. Oh, not power. All right, we have everything we need now. Let's go compressor first. Actually, let's put it down here, why not? Yeah, so let's get electrum going. We can put 32, that's fine. And a conduit. And a filter. Okay, so let's get that going. Where's our wrench? So we'll extract from there, and the up one will do nothing, and this one we will insert electrum. Oops. Like so. That should, why isn't it? Oh, because that's the output side. Let's just pop you down there, and now we should be getting it. Yep. And then we can output those directly. Oh, actually, we want the output to be on this side. We can output directly over to here, and we should get the foils. So the quest actually wants the foil, right? It's kind of dumb. There we go, 16 foils. And the chemical reactor, oh, I already have that here. So let's get there. Why don't we make a bunch of these while we're waiting? And another filter for this stuff. So we want sulfuric acid, oh, which we already have coming out. There we go. And let's get rid of you. And you will extract brown. And we will insert sulfuric acid. Like so. And wait, what did we have to, what was the other thing that we needed? Oh, fiber reinforced circuit boards. So we have a bunch of those from the previous tier. And a huge backlog because when the power went off. So we don't want too many of them. We just have one coming out, and we'll need a limited item filter. So we want it to come out of this one and into that one. So let's get you coming out, and a limited item filter, putting 1 and 16 in. We will also be extracting in a minute. There we go, and that should make it. Bam. Oops, that'll give us the quest. We want extract on white, so they should go into there. No, we're not inserting. Oops. Insert. Okay, very good. And then we want, oh, everything's good, so let's put it underneath, I suppose. Is it this one? Yes. So we want to make sure we get our machine cover. We should make a bunch more of these. And our level emitter. Like so. There. And we are making these. So let's just get like 128. 6, 7, 8. And we'll grab our conduits so that we can hook it all up. There. And oops, conduit there. Okay. So where are they? Why is that going so slow? How come they're not? Oops, where did that go? How come that wasn't backlogging? That's interesting. Now it should just stop, right? Yes. And then eventually this thing will make some. Oh, not enough power. Oh boy. Huh. Why? Oh. Wow. What's not giving enough power? Oh, we only have one of those. Okay. What I'll do then, I'll do what I did before and I'll hook this one up to... Wait, is this the right one? Yeah. I'm going to hook it up to here. There. Let's clean this up. And put that back. Now you should have enough power, right? No, you have no power. Why don't you have any power coming through? Oh, I forgot the last piece. There. Now you should be fine. Okay. That's weird. That must. Which one uses all the power? This uses a lot of power. Oh, I guess there's. What else is running then? Anywho, never mind. So now we have that. I can claim that quest. And yeah, next episode we're going to start on this section over here. We'll get the qubit processing units and we'll get up to the next tier of circuits. The other thing I think we need to start looking at is getting the next tier of microverse projectors. We have to make the tier 3 micro miner, which is, I mean, these are all bits and pieces that we can make fairly easily, I think. It's in the elite crafting table, which we now have. So yeah, that's doable. What else is doable on this section? I could look at going into a space station, but it's not like urgent or anything, or in fact it's not needed for anything at all, so maybe I'll skip that for now. Eventually we'll do it because I want to get all the quests done. We can also start looking at I can set up the processing for this stuff and make that, and I guess we can even get to here now. Yeah, but I think next episode is going to be working on the qubit processing units. So that'll do for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.